You got to be kidding.
You brought up Jeff Sessions' clear conflict of interest, and yet you, I'm told, delivered a rousing speech at Mar-a-Lago over the weekend. Is that kind of public closeness to the president appropriate? Does that not at least give the appearance of a conflict of interest, given your role in chairing the Senate Judiciary Committee?
You got to be kidding. Did anybody ever ask during the Clinton impeachment that a Democrat was conflicted and speaking out on the behalf of the president? I am a elected political official. I am a Republican. I'm going all over the country to speak to the Republican Party. I want Trump to win. I'm chairman of the Judiciary Committee. I do my job very responsibly. This committee is going to allow Mr. Barr to come forward and tell us and answer some of the questions you've asked. I'm asking him to lay it all out. I stood by Mr. Mueller because I believe in the rule of law. There's politics and there's the rule of law. So to suggest that if you're a Republican and that you want Trump to win, somehow you can't do your job is absurd.
Chairman, you also golfed with him, though, right? This was
Oh, yes,
okay.
and I played terribly.
You were involved in the Clinton impeachment
Right.
saga back in the 90s. Your party later suffered at the polls for its focus on that and other investigations. You know that across the building, Democrats are now mulling what to do next. What would be your advice to them?
Learn from our mistakes. So let's go back to the 90s. It started out about financial misdeeds and basically enriching oneself. It wound up being about a improper relationship. Sexual harassment lawsuits are always about sex. The question was, did the president in a sexual harassment lawsuit basically bend the rules of the court to help himself? He was suspended for 5 years for inappropriate conduct as a lawyer. He was chastised for lying under oath. Having said that, looking back, the public sort of knew what they were getting with Bill Clinton. I think the public sort of knows what they're getting with Donald Trump. And here's my advice to the Democratic Party. Pursue what you think is important to the public, but if you keep going after Mueller spoke, people are going to think you're just out to get him, that there is no right answer other than Donald Trump must be removed from office, and you'll probably suffer the same fate we did as having gone too far.
And just to clarify, you say you want Attorney General Barr to testify? How about Mr. Mueller?
I'll leave that up to Mr. Barr as to whether or not he thinks that would be helpful. I don't know the answer to that about the special counsel himself. Let's start with Mr. Barr, who's in charge of the Department of Justice. The truth is, I want you to know as much as you possibly can know. This